welcome back. My name is Eliana Robles, and I'm gonna go and get straight into it. So I am sorry for the inconvenience. I did an interview with a friend of mine named Gary for my senior project and answering some questions from his own personal point of view. And in the meeting, the audio did not save, so all of that went to waste, but I did get his responses down. They're not as detailed as I wanted it to be because I was paying attention and trying to put my full undivided attention into the interview. But I will go off from what I have said and hopefully I can add on to it. But I did do the interview, so let's get started. Okay, so first things first, the first thing I asked is, what is your name? His name is Gary Valdivieso. He is currently 17 years old. What inspired him to dance was his parents. His parents, of course, are from Peru, and from what I know, and I know of them, they're very passionate, they're very enthusiastic, and they have so much nationalism and proud for Peru that I know at every party they always want their kids to go ahead and dance. At what age did Gary start to dance? He started around 7 or 8 years old. Who inspired you to dance the most? Gary said his parents had inspired him the most as they were so invested and happy with their kids dancing, and they were always overfilled with joy. I can tell you from the time that I met them, their parents have been completely involved and have always put their 100% in, and with every event, if it's either a home party or at a restaurant, they always say, go ahead and play a song, let them dance, which is so cute and I love it. My next question is, that I had for Gary is, what is your most favorable moment in dance? Gary said his most favorable moment in dance was winning a competition, in specific his first competition. It was in New Jersey. He loved the feeling of winning, and all the practice that he put into it finally paid off. And as well, Gary being so sweet that he is, he felt like it was a victory for everyone. Continuing, what is Marinera Norteña to you? Marinera Norteña is a story, beginning to an end with a big climax. It's a story to celebrate this dancing culture. What is the message that you want to transfer when you dance? Gary's message that he wants to transfer when he's dancing is that he's having fun. He wants to show that he's having fun when he dances, and to share that it's not something that you bring, but dance is also primarily just to express yourself, and I could not agree more. This was the first part of the interview, and I went ahead and asked, is there anything that I didn't ask you already that you would like to share? He said, you meet a lot of people through dance that become your family. And I could not agree with that more, because meeting Gary, he has become a part of my family, in which I love and I'm so grateful for. And it's made our relationship even stronger because it's brought us here to this point where we are today. Okay, this was my second part of my interview. So I went ahead and this is what I had and asked. How much would Gary practice? Gary, as before, now he practices every 2 weeks at least. And his routine consisted of warm-ups, finding out what you're going to work on in that part of the dance, exploring that part of the dance, such as a variety of moves, like combinations, and finally turning on the music and incorporating it to the dance. Before I went ahead and I asked, do they have one or multiple teachers? Gary currently has one teacher, which of course, again, is my godmother, my teacher, and my consultant, Eleni, or Eleni Lingorias, who that is his teacher. And before, he used to have 3 to 4 teachers. My next question is, did he prefer performances or competitions? And from that, I asked, is winning important to them? And if so, what do they gain from it? Gary said, winning isn't as important, but rather rewarding for your hard work. But it's not healthy to just win for a title. And I could not agree more. And I could say from experience that a lot of people feel like winning gives them a title, and if they don't win, they're not just disappointed, but they become a little bit lost. Let's continue going on with this. I asked Gary, do you prefer dancing free or libre in Spanish, or with the choreography? He prefers dancing libre as it gives you space to explore and experiment with new things. It's not the same level of freedom when you're doing a choreography, because everything has a time and a place, and if you mess up on this part of the choreography, then your mind like kind of throws you off, and which is kind of hard to go back into. My next question was, do you see dance as a priority? Gary said yes, as it's tailored with his acting career. Do you love as a passion for dance, or do you see it as a hobby? Currently, he said he sees it as a hobby, but he wouldn't devote himself solely to dance. He is aiming for theater as his future. Do you feel like you miss out on things because of a dance? Not really now, as he's kind of put his priorities in place, which is very hard to do, but I feel like as we've grown up and become older, we're finally able to make that change. Do you practice at home or only at the classroom? He practiced the small things at home because for him, he always wants to learn, and doing the little small things wouldn't hurt him. Do you find dance, or does dance find you? Later on, he discovered that dance found him, as he was kind of pushed into learning dance because of his parents. But it was something unexpected and has opened many opportunities to him. So he says it found him. And of course, he does enjoy dancing. My other question that I had for him was, do you ever feel like it becomes too much and that you need a break? If you do take a break, do you miss it? A lot of debates continue with dance, if he wants to keep on going or not, but it's important to realize when you need a break. And right now, currently, he is on his break, and from what he's told me, he really does miss it. And who wouldn't miss it? If you put so much time and effort into something and you finally like take a break from it, you realize that it's like a piece of you is missing in a way. Do you look forward to dancing, or do you find yourself feeling pressured to go to practice, making it dreadful? Gary said at first there was pressure, but this year he does look forward to seeing people and exploring more. He finds it very therapeutic in dance, and something that you don't know what'll happen. My question was, if you had more time, would you spend more time on dance, such as practicing? Gary, which I love, says no. Overexerting, it becomes tired that after a while you get a little sick, in which from having so many practices is why I think a lot of dancers my age in high school tend to go on a long break, such as myself. This was my last few questions that I had for Gary. Is there something that pushes you to do better? Your family, competing with others, your same age group? And he said his family and teachers. What measures will you take to be the best? Of course, with practice comes perfect. Every day practicing, he said. And of course, I asked him, have you ever competed in another state? And from my knowledge, I know we've competed here in Virginia, South Carolina, Philadelphia, and I believe New Jersey. If so, in the competitions, how is it different or similar? Of course, it's funded by the same people with Club Libertad. It's usually the same people. And it as well depends on how many Peruvians live there, that the competitions are either smaller or bigger. And my last question that I had for him, do you like having multiple dance teachers or one? And he said multiple. Well. Those questions and responses were very short and cut off, and please forgive me because I wanted to give everything that I found, and sadly I don't remember because it was so long ago, and I am a procrastinator. And so this is my first interview that I did. Gary was my first interviewee, and so I did get a lot of information from it, but I am very sorry that the audio did not end up working out. But I tried to do the best that I could, and hopefully this helps you. And I wanted to say thank you so much again, and this series will keep on going on. So thank you so much. Have a good night, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.